Have you ever been in a room with her? No words spoken, yet you could feel something in the air. That strange electric tension, the kind that lingers when someone's eyes meet yours for just a second too long, or when she fidgets with something. Her sleeves, her necklace, like her hands are speaking to words her myth won't say. Wamito, a world where the most powerful misses aren't spoken. They're felt because women have a way of saying everything without saying a word, and the way they touch certain parts of your body around you, it can reveal more than you'd ever expect. These aren't just habits or random movements. These are subconscious expressions, emotional flares, quiet confessions of attraction, curiosity, even desire. From the way she twirls her hair to how she handles her phone when you walk by, her body may be sending signals, ones your mind might miss if you're not paying attention. So, if you've ever asked yourself, is shine to me? You're about to find out. In this video, you're breaking down 10 things she might touch in front of you and what it really means on a psychological and emotional level. No fluff, no games, just real science back it into the signs you might be missing. Let's dive in. So number 1, her clothing or sleeves. There's this mything quietly powerful a booth way she plays with her clothes when you're around. It's not just style, it's psychology. A girl likes you, even if she doesn't fully realize it yet. She may start adjusting her sleeves, tugging at her shirt, or smoothing out her outfit. Not because it's actually out of place, but because your presence makes her more aware of herself. It's excellent message. Mid-con conversation. I want to look good for you. Even if Tay's words never leave her lips, physical, almost invisible habits often come from a mix of nervous energy and subconscious pleasure. Especially if she's usually casual or relaxed about her appearance, you'll see her doing things like rolling and rolling her sleeves, pulling them down over her hands, or adjusting her neckline. Especially a mid-con conversation. Let's make this more real. Imagine her chatting during a coffee break. She's smiling. Then, without thinking, she looks down and tugs lightly at the hem of her sweater. She keeps smiling. But that movement, that was her body reacting to your energy. Her mind might be racing. Do I look okay? Is Hannah choosing me? She might not even know why she's doing it. But you should, because the truth is when a woman touches her clothes in front of you like this, she's not just fixing fabric, she's adjusting her confidence for you. Sign number 2, her neck. Now, listen closely because this one is easy to miss, but incredibly powerful. There's this mything undeniably captivating about the way a woman touches her neck when she's around Simone. She's drawn to. It's no trendum. It's not meaningless. It's fact. It's the most intimate telling gestures in body language psychology. Why? Because the neck is one of the most vulnerable and sensitive parts of you, and she lightly brushes her finger across it, tilts her head just a little, or lets her hand linger near her collarbone. It often means she feels sex best, but in a good way. That's not a fear. That's trust. That's openness. It's a quiet, instinctive way of letting your guard down. She's not hiding behind crossed arms or turning away, just inviting you in, even if she doesn't realize it. This gesture is a delicate blend of nervousness and attraction, a physiological response rooted in vulnerability and sensuality. And here's something deeper. Touching neck is also linked to arousal. It's the body's way of increasing density, oxygen flow, and alertness. All signs that she's emotionally and physically activated by your presence. So, next time you're with her and she gently touches her neck, ask yourself, is she fidgeting legs or thighs? Or is her body telling you what her words won't? Because that soft, lingering motion might just be her version of whispering, "You make me feel smithing." Sign number 3. Her legs or thighs. Now, this one might seem subtle but loaded with meaning. Have you ever noticed how some women subtly touch or adjust their legs or thighs when they're sitting near you? Maybe she shifts her position, runs her hand across her leg, crosses and crosses them with just a hint of rhythm. It might look casual, even unconscious, but make no mistake, this gesture can be soft, silent magnet for attention. Why? Because when a woman is attracted pronto you, she becomes more aware of her body, more conscious of how you're seeing her. So those gentle movements, they're not about discomfort, they're about presence. She may be drawing your attention to that part of her without offer seeming obvious. It's a dance off confidence and subtle seduction. And if she's doing this while holding eye contact, laughing at your jokes, or leaning slightly toward you, that's a triple layer of attraction. Her body isn't just reacting to you, it's aligning with you. These little shifts, these irrequiet sensual signals are often her wa saying, I'm comfortable and I want you to notice me. So watch closely. Lips, the thighs aren't just legs, they're emotional territory. And when she lets you near them, even with just a glance or a gesture, you're closer than you'll think. Sign number 4, her lips. There's something deeply powerful, almost hypnotic about the way a woman interacts with her lips when she's around someone she's attracted to. She might gently bite them, press them together, or trace her finger across them. And to the untrained eye, it looks innocent, casual, maybe events. But beneath that subtle gesture lies a storm of emotion and subconscious energy. Why? Because phillops are one of the most sensual expressive parts of the human body. When she touches them in front of you, it's not just a nervous tick. It's often a psychological signal, a quiet form of flirtation, a magnetic pull toward emotional and even physical senses. These gestures are rarely planned. They happen because her body is reacting to you, to the chemistry between you. She's not thinking, let me bite my lips, soul notice. No, she's feeling something and her lips become thietlit. Okay, now imagine this. You're talking maybe just teasing her about something funny. And as she listens, chest Leopold's lip balm. Not rushed, not distracted, but slowly, precisely, gliding it across her lips. That's not just self-care, that's invitation. It says if her body is whispering, do you see me? Do you want me? Are you paying collar or nelachi? And if you are, you'll realize that her lips are doing more talking than her voice ever could. Senu number 5, her collar or necklace. They say actions speak louder than words. And sometimes it's the tiniest moments that say the most. Like each she starts playing with hairless, gently rolling a pendant between her fingers, adjusting the chain across her collarbone, or tugging softly at the collar of her shirt. At first glance, it might look like she's just burdened or fixing something. But look closer. Cues in body language psychology. This gesture is loaded with meaning. Her collar and necklace sit at the edge of a very intimate zone, her throat, her chest, and when she touches that area in front of you, it often reveals a mix of nervous excitement, sexual energy, and a desire to be modest. It's subtle, yes, but strategic. Even if she doesn't consciously realize it, she's guiding your eyes to areas that are both delicate and vulnerable. And here's something deeper. Fidgeting with jewelry is a classic self-soothing behavior. It means her emotions are stirred, but she's trying to play it cool. It's her way of staying composed while her heart may be skipping a beat. Picture this. She's laughing at your joke, her hand absent-mindedly tugging, can get the chin on her necklace. She looks down for a second, smiles, then looks back at you. That moment, that sheer attraction wrapped in innocence, Herb is inviting attention, but only from one person she wants it from. Using number 6, her hair. Hair, long, short, curly, straight. It doter. It is one of the most visually powerful features a woman has. And most women know exactly what they're doing with it, even when they pretend not to. So when she starts fixing her hair, twirling it, or flipping it to one side when you're around, that's not just tilling. That's psychology. That's instant. Playing with her hair gave her something to do with her hands, especially when she's feeling nervous or excited. It's a natural release of emotional energy, a way to approach, but more than that, it's about drawing attention. The act of touching her hair draws Yuri's to her face, toward her eyes, her smile, her neck, all the pining gesture places people look when attraction starts to simmer beneath the surface. This is how female body language often works. It don't shout, it whispers. And hair is one of its most poetic mayors. Think about this. You're standing in a group, everyone talking, but you notice her glancing at you, and on slowly, gently, she tucks a lock hair behind her ear. Not once, not twice, but again and again, even though her hair was already out of the way. That's not a styling decision. That's a signal, a repeat behavior designed to attract without being obvious. In psychology, this is called a pinninger, a sign of grooming in the presence of someone desirable. She may not be saying I like you. Beauty everybody is rehearsing the words through movement. So the next time she plays with her hair while talking to you, remember that's not just a habit, that's your heartbeat showing. Sin number 7. Her ears or earrings. This one often slips under Theradar, but if you know what to look for, it can reveal everything. Sometimes when a girl likes you, her hands start doing things that seem innocent, but in reality, they're emotional fingerprints, little signals etched in movement, saying more than words ever could. One of those movements, touching her ear stugingly on her earrings, twisting them between her fingers or slowly tucking her hair behind her ear, especially when she keeps doing it over and over, even when her hair is already out of the way. Now, you might think, so what? But Lergestra hears the truth. The ears are as sensitive as zones close to the neck, close to the foos. And when she draws attention to this area, especially while looking at you, it's a layered gesture. On this surface, she might just be fidgeting, but underneath her mind is buzzing. Her emotions are stirred. Her nerves are wedged, but not in a bad way. In the butterflies in her stomach kind of way. Psychologically, this is called self-adapter behavior. When someone indicates parts of their body as a way to calm internal emotional arousal, she's doing it not because she's bored, but because to affect her. Imagine this. She's sitting across from you smiling. You'll compliment her and she tucks her hair behind her ear, fingers grazing herring. Then she does it again and again without even realizing that repetitive motion. That's her body's way of managing her excitement. Well, I'll see drawing your gaze. It's shy, soft, her phone, but it's laced with meaning. And if shepherd that with a bashful smile or slight lowered eyes, you're not just part of her attention. You're the center of it. Sign number 8, her phone. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful modern-day signals of all, her phone. You might think her constant leaping up her phone, tapping the screen, or sitting it down over and over again means she's distracted. But the truth, it might mean she's completely focused on you. So much so that her phone becomes her safety net. Watch closely. If she keeps touching it, not scrolling, not texting, just holding it, flipping it in her hand, tapping it, setting it down, picking it back up again, that's emotional friction, not boredom. That's emotional friction. Her nervous system is activated. She's trying to regulate her excitement, and her phone becomes a decrep psychological crutch. Something to dare her hands so she doesn't give away how much she's feeling, because if she really didn't care about you, she'd be on her phone scrolling endlessly, texting, lost in screen. But when she keeps threatening Dan to use it without actually ending, that's her way of dealing with emotional tension. Your presence creates. She might even glance down at screen and smile, but it's not the phone making her smile. It's you. And here's a deeper truth. Sometimes when a woman really likes a guy, she doesn't want to make it too obvious. So she uses sesh phone to appear casual, detached, unbothered. but her fingers are trembling. Her body is alert, Herman completely aware of you. The phone becomes a stage prop, a distraction not from you, but because of you. So when she handles her phone like it's suddenly become the most interesting object in world, yet she never actually uses it. That's not disinterest. That's a storm she's trying to calm. Bonus sign number 1. Her fingers or hands when she has nothing to hold. Here's something most men never notice, but it reveals a lot. When a girl is sitting with you, talking to you at a van, just standing nearby, and she's snoveling a phone, a drink, or a purse, watch her hands. What does she do with him? If she starts rubbing her fingers, lightly wringing her hands, touching tips of her nails, or tapping her fingers against one another, that's not just boredom. That's emotional energizing for release, displacement bezave. You see, when attraction builds, especially when it's new or unspoken, there's often restlessness. Her body wants to move, to express, to connect, but her voice may not feel ready. So, her fingers do the talking. These motions are part of a category psychological displacement bezave, small, repetitive actions that help manage inner tension or arousal. In other words, her hands are reacting bikosu are affecting her. And if she's doing it while maintaining eye contact, smiling shilly, laughing softly while her fingers gently trace along her palm, that's not just subtle flirting. That's emotional overflow. When she do now what to say, her hands say it for her. Bonus sign for 2. Hair ankles or feet. Yes, really. Now, this might surprise you, but it's one of the most overlooked signs of attraction. When a woman is sitting new, especially if you're in a conversation or sharing space for a while, pay attention to her feet and ankles. Yes, seriously. If she starts crossing and uncrossing her ankles, if she curls her feet under her chair or lightly sways her foot when her legs are across, she's revealing more than she realizes. Because foot and ankle movements are governed by the least consciously controlled muscles and thibid, which means when they move, it's usually the truth slipping out. And here's the deeper meaning. Restless feet off reflect nervous energy cause bismone. She's emotionally aware if repeated shifting or repositioning, usually, means she's trying to appear calm while managing her own internal tension. Her feet start pointing toward you even when her upper body is turned away. That's a directional cue of interest. Her subconscious is outwardly toward you. And if she starts dipping the toe of her shoe up and down or slipping it halfway off her foot, that's an jeweled body language sign of sensual comfort and flirtation. So the next time you're with her and thinks she seems calm, look down because of her feet. The emotional storm might be revealing the emotional storm her words are trying to hide. Every touch, every small movement, every fidget, tug, glance, or brush of her fingers across her body. These are not just coincidences, they're codes, emotional codes rooted in vulnerability, desire, and subconscious Satan. Few learn to read them. You'll never again have to wonder, isn't me? Because the signs are writ there in her hands, her posture, her body language, and they speak volumes. Let's end strong the whispers. By now, you've probably realized something powerful. When a woman is around someone she likes, she rarely just sits still. She adjusts, she moves, she plays with her jewelry, touches her neck, twirls her hair, brushes her lips, handles her phone like it's suddenly foreign. At these moments, these tiny gestures might seem random to the average person, but to someone who understands speculic attraction, they're like whispers from the subconscious. Every touch reveals something, not because she wants to be obvious, but because her emotions are leaking through seam sand. Her body is saying while their mind doesn't know how to voice yet. Sam, it's not about what she says. It's about what she touches when she sees you. Because touch is instinct and instinct doesn't lie. And the beauty I sense you start seeing these signs, you'll never look at interactions the same way again. You'll know when a girl is interested, not by the way she talks, but by the way can't help but adjust her sleeve, or how she absent-mindedly grazes her neck, or how she keeps looking at her phone but not really looking at it. And in that moment, you realize attraction doesn't scream, it whispers. But now you know how to listen. If this video opened your ears to the what's next subtle signs women give when they're into you, just imagine what else you're missing when it comes to human behavior, emotional triggers, and the dark side of attraction. Here on Dark Psychology, we don't just break down surface level signs. We dive into the emotional lander of desire, power, vulnerability, and subconscious sons.so. If you're serious about understanding what really drives connection and you want to recognize our equation before it becomes obvious, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon because in our next videos, we're diving in deeper. We're going to expose the she's pretending not to lick you, but actually does. And that psychological women test you even when they are already interested. This isn't just about dating. This is about decoding the invisible language of desire. And once you know how to read it, everything changes. Till next time, this is Amelia and you're watching Dark Psychology.